Hello, thank you for choosing our kit. First of all, let's take a look at its contents. The kit contains a set with personal protective equipment and auxiliary tools. Namely, 3 spatulas, a respirator mask, a hanging hook for your painting, wipes, an apron and a protective film. Also in the kit you will find a decorating kit, a bag of sand, wave making powder, a set of seashells, pebbles and a starfish. The starfish can be either 1 large starfish or 2 small ones. Also in the kit are gloves and cups, large and small. A set of epoxy resin and hardener, text instructions with QR code and artboard, a canvas on which you will make your marvelous picture of the seashore today. Let's prepare the working surface. Cover the table with oilcloth, I have already done it. Put on gloves, respirator mask farter. We take 3 large cups and put them with the bottoms up. This is how we create an improvised stand for our artboard. Note, the surface of your table must be perfectly flat. You can check this with an organizing level or download a level app on your phone. You can place something under the table or directly under the cups. Now in a large cup we pour 60 grams of resin component A and 30 grams of hardener component B. Now we take a spatula and start mixing the resin. Stir intensively, but not quickly, for 3 to 4 minutes. Note that the video here is accelerated. The movements in reality should be much smoother, slower, and neater. Stir until all the veins are gone. Take the sand from the set and pour it into a large cup with resin. Take a spatula and start stirring. Our task is to stir the sand very well. Under its weight it sinks to the bottom of the cup. We need to make sure that the sand is evenly mixed with the resin. We stir intensively for 1 to 2 minutes until homogeneous consistency. Ready sand without waiting for settling, pour spiral movements, covering almost the entire surface of the board with a mixture of sand and resin. If necessary, take a spatula, pour out the rest and fill the voids, joining the resin and sand, forming the bank. When the resin has covered the entire surface of our board, you can take a spatula and go over the edges. You can also smooth out any voids somewhere. And now mentally with a spatula or just a finger figure out where your wave will be, where it will pass, because now we will start decorating the shore to lay out the stones. To laying shells, and you should approximately imagine where your wave will pass, so that it did not find on the shell or on the contrary envelop shells and stones. Start laying out the star, shells, and pebbles in the order you like. I'll speed up the video so you won't be so bored. You can watch me do it. The first stage of creating the painting has come to an end. Now we leave the painting like this for 8 to 12 hours until it cures. Now we take the remaining resin from the bottles and pour 30 grams of resin component A and 15 grams of hardener component B into a large cup. And mix intensively, but not quickly, for 3 to 4 minutes, similar to the first time. And leave this mixture to stand for 10 minutes. Now pour a little bit of resin into a small glass. I do this by eye. You can pour on a scale 7 to 10 grams. We will need this small cup to make the waves. We take the wave powder and we put it in this cup. And we stir it for 2 to 3 minutes until the foam forms. Since it is a powder, there are particles, which we need to dissolve everything to a homogeneous state. Now we take the resin from the big cup and start pouring it over the top of the board, forming the contour of our waves. Fill the voids with a spatula. You can also do it with your finger. Naturally, of course, only with gloves. We take a cup with powder for waves, once again stir for about 10 seconds a little and squeeze the spout in the cup. Form the spout in the cup and start pouring resin with powder along the contour, which you have created from the second layer of resin. We start pouring as if from the edge of the picture. We act confidently and accurately and pour resin thin stream. We leave the picture in this form for 2 to 3 minutes. Next, take a hairdryer, turn on the hot air and warm it not over the picture, blow into the hand or to the side, and start blowing waves. The flow of air should be hot. The speed you choose yourself. It can be minimal, medium, or it can be high. Here it all depends on how much you want to blow your wave. Note, do not drive the waves too much, too often, otherwise the foam will just turn to mush. You can leave your wave as it is, just a little somewhere by smoothing the wave with a spatula to fill in the voids. Or take another cup of pigment and apply another layer along the contour of the already finished wave. Here, too, we also begin to pour a little bit beyond the contour of the picture, and in this case it is necessary to act carefully, so as not to spoil the already existing wave. But in any case, we believe that you will do a great job. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. In any case, your painting is already beautiful. Next, take a spatula and trim, fill the voids, equalize the first and second wave so that they have no gaps, no gaps. Also, if your wave ran away somewhere or you do not really like its contour, you can take a napkin, wrap it around your finger and correct somewhere, wipe a little bit of its wave. Adjust, but don't get carried away, because you can do it not very neatly. You can smudge something somewhere. This is more of an addition, completely optional, which you can do. I repeat, it is not necessary to do it at all. Finish the final touches, if necessary, and leave the painting to dry. That's all. In 8 to 15 hours the picture will harden and will be completely ready. Thank you for choosing our set. Enjoy your creativity and good mood.